How to write a scientific abstract. This video shows you how to organize a typical academic abstract. Abstracts are among the most important and effective sections of scientific papers, functioning like a showcase and vitrine. However, some researchers are ambiguous about the structure of the abstract of a typical scientific paper. This video shows you how to organize an academic abstract in a scientific paper. This paper is published in the Journal of Asian Pacific Journal of Regional Science and I chose this paper to present its abstract and how this abstract has been organized, and this sample shows you how to organize and write your own abstracts in your own scientific papers. The title is Sustainability Spillover Effects of Social, Environment and Economy, Mapping Global Sustainable Development in a Systematic Analysis. The abstract. To present the abstract in a more functional way, I've made a copy of this abstract into this Word file and I used color coding to show the different parts of the abstract. The first part of a typical abstract is background or importance of the study, with blue color has been highlighted. The first part is with the blue color is the background and importance of the study. So your abstract should be started with a statement about the background or the importance of the study, like this. Initially introduced in 2015, the United Nations have launched 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, as a unique platform to facilitate global sustainability and poverty, address environmental concerns, and act as a blueprint for peace and prosperity. This statement proposes a background and highlights the importance of the study. Then the abstract should express the problem statement of the study or proposes the research question. This element has been highlighted with a green color. Nevertheless, this signaling word make a link between the previous statement about background and this part about problem statement. Nevertheless, the question remains unanswered. This statement shows that our sentence is a questionable statement about problem statement or about a research question. Nevertheless, the question remains unanswered whether globalization and openness as a result of the UN platform support global sustainability or are against it. After that, you can use the objective of the study. For example, in this part highlighted in red, objective of the study, to answer this question. This statement make a link between the previous part, the green part, problem statement, with this part, red color, objective of study. To answer this question, our study estimated and compared the effects of each sustainable development pillars of social, environment and economy in global regions and their potential spillover effects on each other. The main part is to answer this question, our study estimated and compared. This part shows implicitly expresses the objective of the study, or maybe the manuscript can instead write this study aims to investigate blah blah, or this is the main objective of this study is blah blah. After the objective of the study, researchers can use novelty of the study, and after the objective of the study, they highlight the novelty of the study in a sentence. But this abstract, our sample abstract, lacks this element, and it continues with the method, data, and sample. I will show another abstract including the novelty of the study after analyzing this abstract. After the objective of the study highlighted in red, researchers can use method, data, and sample highlighted in black color to estimate the sustainability spillover effects or sustainability elasticities. A SAY model, including social, environment, and economy, was developed. So this statement shows the method of the study using a SAY model that developed by this research as a package of these approaches, as a package of simultaneous equations, vector, autoregressive, and Granger causality approaches. And the time sample of the data from 1971 to 2016. After the method and data, researchers can use and can express the results and findings of the research. In this sample, it is highlighted in blue color. According to the results, this phrase signalizes that the paper starts expressing the results of the research in this part. According to the results, the sustainability in each region shows a positive spillover effect on sustainability in other regions. This confirmed synergies between global and local sustainable development, as sustainability elasticities range from 1% in Asia to 3% in MENA countries. Okay, researchers can split this element into two elements: results and interpretations. For example, after expressing the results in, for example, one sentence, they can add another sentence to interpret and explain the results, how the results mean, what the results mean for academic world. After the results, researchers can highlight research implication, highlighted in green color, and this part can explain the implication of these results in the scientific world theoretically, not practically, theoretically. Still, based on the positive dominant role of global spillover effects, this study considered the addition of a fourth pillar of sustainability as peace and partnership. In this way, a new approach, a new perspective as integrated sustainability is introduced in addition to the common weak and strong sustainability. It means that this research, the results of this research, theoretically proposes a new perspective into the literature. After the theoretical implication, researchers can add managerial or policy-making implication. This implication is practical. So researchers can add the implications of the study at the end of the study, whether it is theoretical or it is practical, or both of them. The order is not important. Maybe researchers should write practical implication firstly, and then explain the theoretical implication, maybe reversely. The important point is that research implication comes at the end of abstract. Okay, and now I show you another abstract to highlight the novelty of the study and to repeat what we learned in our sample. You can see the elements of abstract at the right side and our sample paper at the left side. Diesel demand elasticities and sustainable development pillars of economy, environment, and social. This is our abstract. The first sentence should be a background or problem statement or importance of the study. You can see that for reducing fossil fuel demand and its environmental damages in Iran, the UN suggests removal of fossil fuel subsidies in this developing country, which has the largest amount of energy subsidies in the world within 2010. Okay, it's a background. And after that, this sentence proposes the aim and objective of the study. Okay. This research investigates the effectiveness of subsidy removal as a price policy in reducing the consumption of diesel, which has the highest share in the total fossil fuel demand portfolio. As you can see, this abstract has not problem statement or question of study. The abstracts maybe ignores or maybe skips some parts or some elements of research. A typical researcher should try to include and involve all the parts and elements, but usually abstracts have not or ignore some parts. For example, the previous sample abstract had not novelty of the study, and this sample has not the problem statement or question of a study, and it's okay, but the general format includes the majority of elements. And after the objective of a study, this sentence highlights the novelty of the study, as it starts with this phrase: the novelty of this research is that. This phrase highlights that this sentence expresses the novelty of the research. The novelty of this research is that it compares the effects of price policy and energy efficiency on reducing diesel demand and improving sustainability to reveal which one is a more effective policy. Then after that, this abstract expresses method, data, and sample. To this aim, our study employs dynamic model, static model, error correction model. As you know, the method should express the models, the methodology, the techniques for estimation or for calculation, and then for estimating diesel demand elasticities during. And in this part, we can show the time sampling of the research. After that, the results come. The results show that the diesel demand responds to changes in blah 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 blah. This part expresses the results until the end of the abstract. We should conclude the abstract with a research implication, whether theoretical implication or practical implication, as you can see in this sentence, in this ending sentence. Therefore, the strategies should improve, and this phrase signalizes that it is the implication of the study, that how strategists should do, how policymakers should make policies, how managers should work. Or in theoretical implication, the abstract can write that how researchers can work, how scientists should continue their works. And this is the elements of a typical abstract in a scientific